All right, what's up, guys? It's probably like 6 o'clock in the morning right now. Uh, Want to make a quick gear setup since some of you guys been asking about it. Um, so it's gonna take some time to grind unless you already did Dragon Spire like a bunch of times with a different bunch of wizards. But the hat, you get this from Malice there. But in order to get these other stats, you have to craft it. Like it's at the beginning of the dungeon to your right before you walk in. Got a crafting station right there. You could just craft this gear. I forgot what it takes. You could get one of these. If Malice did drop it, you could just craft it with that hat. I believe. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, that's the hat. The robe, same thing. Malice there. You gotta craft it before you enter as well. Um, I used to use this robe just because of the resistance, but I think damage for another school is more important, especially um, myth since I heavy on myth and life. Um, and then the boots also malice there. Um, yeah, it's all this all gonna be crafted, all three of them. And then you also have to make sure you already have crafted something and have a crafting station inside your dorm room or your house, or else it's not gonna let you do it. But yeah, that's the gear setup for the robe, hat, and boots. And then a wand you get, I think it's two different type of wands you get. You get for life. You got honestly I have this one. This one's pretty good. Or the one I have. I just have mine, the one I have just because of the piercing. It gives one extra pierce, even though this one gives one extra damage. I'll just take the pierce. I'd rather the pierce. And then the Anthem, I think I'm saying that right. Low 56. I think low 56 for every school is the best. I'm pretty sure. This one's low 51. I'll give less health but more pip chance. Same amount of damage. It's just also that's the thing. Reason why I don't have this one is the socket. This one has a triangle socket. Triangle sockets are better than square sockets. Triangle sockets you can get precision and pip chance. Those two that you want. You want the triangle and circle sockets. That's the ones you really want. Circle sockets give piercing, and then the triangle gives pip chance or um, precision. And then for my amulet, I use this one just because it's easier to get your spells out with an amulet that allows like other spells with power pips. Um, so because I have that, I can use three different type of spells without actually having to need my pips to be one of those schools. You know, so let's say if I don't get no myth um pips, I can still use myth if I have three power pips. Like I can still use the Sandman, I forgot his name, without having to have myth pips. And so that way I could just use like fire pips or um I can still use myth pips and life pips, but it's just easier that way. And I do lose the triangle and the circle socket because of that, but I'll live with it, honestly. And then for the ring, same situation. Uh, yeah, I think it's a better ring than this. I'm not sure. It's at level 56. I have to check. Uh, but this is the ring I use right now. And then the pet, uh, I have triple damage, including life, and then I have double shield. Um, and then for the socket, I put myth precision. I was gonna put life precision, but life it already has like a 90% chance of like actually using the spell. So I have 4% on that extra. Myth, it has an 85% chance, so you will probably fizzle a lot more with the myth. Um, but yeah, I have this other pet where it does way more damage. I'm pretty sure. I think this one. Let me just see. Yeah, so this one, if I were to put this one on, I'll have 91 damage, 66 myth damage, and 27 resistance across the board, and then 8 accuracy for myth and 4 accuracy for life. Right? And with this pet, I get 72 damage of myth, 83 damage of life. So that's taking away 8 damage of life and adding on 6 damage to myth. And then also it's giving me 4 more resistance and I forgot the accuracy, honestly. It's probably 6 more accuracy or 5 more. So yeah, I'd rather have this pet on. And then for the deck, uh, I got the 5% pip chance for the socket. One because I think power pips is more important than uh what's the other one? Precision. I mean accuracy. Um, don't get me wrong, accuracy is very important. It is very important because I fizzle a lot, even with my own school. I mean, I would say I fizzle more with Pigsies. That's really it. Other than that, I don't fizzle that much within my own school. But other schools, of course, I fizzle. It's lost me a lot of games fizzling. That's very important. That's why I have 14% accuracy for myth. Um, and then armor piercing, I got 7 for myth, 12 for life. And then my power pitch is 91. Arch mastery rating is 25. I would like to have it at 50, but in order to do so, my power pips will be dropped down to 86%. And for some reason, going from 89 to 90 is a huge difference in power pips. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm telling you, I remember when I had 89 or 88 power pips percentage, I didn't get no power pips. It was a game where I had 4 pips, regular pips. I'm just like, nah, that ain't gonna work. So I'd rather have the power pips than the arch mastery, my personal opinion. And then this the deck setup. I just recently added this Keeper of the Flame only because I noticed a lot of people. Um, I forgot the reason why I added it. I think I added it for ice. I faced a lot of ice people, and I literally forgot the reason. But this is very useful, but only because I'll have another way to attack. You know. Also I have 6 bubbles in. That's another reason. I'll do more damage with it, and then it's called Stone Colossus. That's what it is. But yeah, that is the deck setup. They nerfed the fuck out of this card, like this spell, like so bad, like so fucking bad. It used to be amazing. You could win the game with just this spell, but that nerf, oh, terrible. Just like this, just oh yeah, these nerfs for life were just hit to the gut. Um, that nerf was terrible. This nerf was terrible. Let's go to the spellments. Yeah, the life spellments. So this nerf, I used to have it on this one, the one on the bottom. This one right here, but it's Gambit now instead of if you have on a healing factor, you would do this damage. You would do 665 damage, but instead you Gambit your healing factor, which is I don't really want to Gambit my healing factor, even though that is a lot of that's a fuck ton of damage, like a fuck ton of damage. I think I will have to figure out a way to actually introduce this into my gameplay because I don't know. I just feel like it's a huge gamble, um, giving up my healing factor for that much damage if I'm not gonna kill. Like before, it was like it would do I think that amount of damage or a little bit less than that, but it would just it wouldn't give up your healing factor, you know. So it was super broken. They nerfed the fuck out that. I guess I mean, it depends on what side you're on. You call it nerf, you call it fair. You know, I call it nerf because I'm a life. You know, same thing with this. You gambit your healing. You gambit your dot for this. It used to be if you have a dot on, um, you will still gain this and your dot will stay there. But now they changed all this stuff to gambit, and I'm not gambiting like things I have set up as a strategy and play. You know, unless I can find a way to introduce this into my gameplay, I'm not gonna be using those two spells for real. Maybe Seraph, because that does do a lot of damage for 4 pips. 665 for 4 pips is fucking crazy. Like that's ludicrous. Cannot lie. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm really thinking about that now. But yeah, that is the setup. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any more questions. I'll be happy to answer them.